House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre yesterday fielding a number of questions from the White House press corps following the release of Special Counsel John Durham's bombshell report.
Durham's blistering 300-page report taking direct aim at senior FBI and Department of Justice officials, concluding that the FBI lacked probable cause to investigate former President Trump's alleged ties to Russia. Fred Fleitz is a senior fellow for the America First Policy Institute and former CIA analyst. Mike Davis is the founder and president of the Internet Accountability Project, as well as law clerk to Justice Neil Gorsuch. Fred, I want to start with you. This report coming out, it is damaging to the FBI. They've taken a lot of heat recently. What do you make of the credibility here? Should more action be taken to look into this, and what ramifications should the FBI be looking at here?
I think that's a great question. There's been a lot of talk lately about what steps have been taken at the FBI to maybe have some additional training to get FBI agents not to do this. And there's a recent course in which FBI agents are being told that they should not swear in court appearances to the truth of opposition political research that they haven't corroborated. Well, that's like saying, hey, please don't take bribes. Please don't steal office equipment. It was obvious this wasn't supposed to happen. It was obvious that the people who work there already have taken an oath to obey the law and perform ethically. What we need is a wholesale change in the leadership, in the senior officials of this organization, in the next administration, or there's not going to be any change.
The political bias, right, is a major concern of some of these intelligence operations here, these senior intelligence agencies, I should say. And Mike, if you look into the John Durham report, he took direct aim at senior DOJ and FBI officials. He said in part, based on the review of Crossfire Hurricane and related intelligence activities, we conclude that the Justice Department and FBI failed to uphold their important mission of strict fidelity to the law in connection with certain events and activities described in this report. Now, despite those remarks, there had been no charges recommended by Durham here. What did you make of that decision?
Yeah, that's very head-scratching because John Durham put in his report that the Justice Department, including the FBI, fully cooperated with his investigation. Why did he not recommend charges sooner? Why did he not find this egregious behavior where the FBI colluded with President Obama, Vice President Biden, presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, Biden's current national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, the Attorney General, the CIA director? They cooked up and unleashed the Russian collusion hoax, the Crossfire Hurricane investigation, where they went to a court and got a fake warrant in order to cover up for the fact that Hillary Clinton had an illegal home server that was hacked, and she had the Clinton Foundation pay for play. Why aren't more heads rolling? And if they're not going to roll through the Justice Department, it sounds like the House Republicans need to start hauling in these bad actors before the House and make these people explain to the American people why they did what they did.
It's a very good point, and that should happen, and hopefully it does happen. Fred, I want to get to this clip from former President Trump, who weighed in on the report last night. He was on Rob Schmitt tonight. Here's what he had to say about all this.
It's a great vindication, and it feels good, and the report has been, wildly praised. I wish it could have come faster, but the detail that he went into, 308 pages, the detail is extraordinary. And all of these people, I guess you could call it treason, you could call it a lot of different things, but this should never be allowed to happen in our country again.
So, Fred, former president using the word treason, also vindication. Do you think that the former president was vindicated by this report, and how does this impact his campaign?
Absolutely. We know there was no justification for the FBI investigation. It was initiated by people who were politically biased. It was driven by information paid for and originated by Hillary Clinton. Information that was favorable to Trump was deliberately played down and disregarded by the FBI. And Trump's campaign was spied on. We know all that. This is all true. But this is going to have to be an issue in the 2024 election. I wish there were prosecutions. I think there's reasons why Durham didn't try to push more of them. But I think it's essential right now that if Trump is a nominee, he make this a principal argument for his reelection.
All right. Again, reliving what led up to the 2016 election and post 2016, and now looking ahead to 2024. It's been a lot of time since then, but finally, again, the Durham report is out. We appreciate you both weighing in on the matter. Fred Fleitz, Mike Davis, thanks so much.
Good to be here.
Thank you.